Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here with the Week 4 NFL picks coming at you right now live on Wednesday. Tomorrow, we're going to have a little bit of a kickoff with Detroit versus Green Bay. I honestly really like this matchup. I think it's going to match up pretty well. I'm going to be leaning towards Detroit to get the win here. Big fan of their defense. Green Bay had the come from behind against the New Orleans Saints last week, but I'm going to pull with Detroit, and I think that they could win this one even on the road in Green Bay. From there, we're going to start looking at our Sunday. Coming to you, I believe, from Germany. I'm going to be taking Jacksonville, the Jaguars, to beat Atlanta. That one's going to be an early morning one right there. We're looking at 6:30 here on the West Coast, 9:30 kickoff on the East Coast. Those games are always fun to, wake up and then you're just like, whoa, football is already on. I don't have to wait for Meet the Press to end to start watching some Sunday pregame going on there. So I'll take Jacksonville to get the win there. To our regular games from Sunday, I'm going to be taking, it might be looked at as an upset after Miami put up 70 points on Sunday, but I'm going to take the Bills to beat the Dolphins. I'll take the Bengals to beat the Bears. Hard-fought game right here. I'm going to take Baltimore to beat Cleveland. Cleveland has really been a gritty team this year, but just I don't like Deshaun Watson, and that's the reason why I'm going to pick against them. That's just 100% the honest truth. I'll take the Bengals to beat the Titans. I saw a lot of their defense on Monday, and man, that pass rush looks as good as the year that they went to the Super Bowl. That's a really good team right there. I'll take the Rams to beat the Colts. I'll take the Bucks to beat the Saints. I'll take the Eagles to beat the Commanders. I will take the Vikings to get their first win against the Panthers. I'll take the Steelers to beat the Texans. I'll take the Raiders to beat the Chargers. Cowboys got to come back, get a win after that fall to Arizona. Everybody falls sometimes. The Niners lost to the Bears, number one pick in the draft last year, worst team in the league. Niners lost to them last year. So you can't laugh at them, and plus Niners got Dallas coming up right around the corner. I'll take the Niners to beat the Cardinals. I'll take the Chiefs to beat the Jets, and I'll take the Giants to beat the Seahawks. Lots of talk out there about the Jets. The biggest problem they have right now is the quarterback position. I know that they just drafted this guy. They want to keep him there because Rodgers wasn't really the long-term solution, but he was the ultimate solution to their problem. They thought they were going to win it all. They thought that he was going to be able to sort of mentor them. This guy just ain't getting it. I know that the last two quarterbacks have been down the road and they're gone, but man, it looks like it's going to be another one. I mean, I know that some of these guys that Matt Ryan has looked washed. Maybe you look at Rivers, who didn't have the best year with the Colts and has been out of the league. But the story came out that the Niners were thinking about calling him. That story really never has made sense to me because they didn't know that Purdy was injured until that game was going on. And the story, the way I read it, always says if the Niners would have advanced. So, like, on the sideline, were they saying, like, Purdy's fucked, but if we can win this game, we're going to call Rivers and see if he'll be the quarterback? I don't know. That whole thing doesn't really make a lot of sense, but that's the story that's out there, is that Rivers would have been the quarterback for the Niners in the Super Bowl if they would have beat that Eagle team. But I think that honestly, it was the guy Simeon is the guy they called, the guy who started for him last year. I understand he knows the offense. He's been there. He knows the guys in the locker room. He probably knows his way around town. He can get to practice on time, but there's got to be somebody. It doesn't even have to be the biggest splash in the world. I know there's talk about maybe trading with Minnesota to bring Kirk Cousins in, but Minnesota doesn't know if they're out of the race yet, even though they're 0-3. That seems like a place that they could come back on. I mean, Chicago's 0-3 as well. It's not going to be the hardest division in the world if they can get some things running, and there was a lot of expectations there. But at least they'd be able to get something back for them. They got to do something, and they got to do something now. With the expectations the Jets had, they can't let this season go down. But looking forward to seeing some hard hit action here. Of course, we're kicking off tomorrow. I got the Lions beating the Packers and Jordan Love, and let me know what you guys think. Peace out. Wait, what are you doing?